From our origins, ancient voices call. We are united by nature. Welcome home.
In terms of Mother Earth, we call her Papatūānuku, and her link is to Ranginui, which is the Sky Father. And so for me, how we connect is because we believe that first and foremost, we have the womb, which is our connection back to Papatūānuku, who's Earth Mother. When we connect, we actually connect from we call the word as Māori. So the life, her life essence, and our life essence is through the umbilical cord. So we believe that the umbilical cord, not only to the human that we carry, is an everlasting umbilical cord to Papatūānuku, who is our Earth Mother. We believe that we've always kept that connection. And so whenever we need to do work or healing work with her, we plug in again. So one of our traditions is to return the placenta, what we call Whenua kura, back to Papatūānuku as her first food from us, as our giving honour and grace and back to her to say thank you for looking after our women who carry the next generation for 9 months. And because that links to the cosmos, so that's why that's our first connection for the baby, for the mother, and that's that trilogy that we have back to Earth Mother. The moon, the tides determine your birthing process. And so that's why, and the kelp, as if the kelp has come up, so we go down and we collect the water and then we wash the placenta. And sometimes we take the kelp if it's on the shore to give it the baby, the placenta connection to the sea, because that's going to be a sea baby. You know, they're going to be raised by the ocean. If you're living next to the ocean, you get to have the seaweed or the kelp inside of how we prepare the placenta, so you get to have that inside before it's buried. Some give it back to the sea. We don't do that. We bury it on Earth. We give it back to Papatūānuku, to Earth Mother. Sometimes it's a very traumatic experience she's been through, what's happening on Earth right now with all the wars that is going on. She's suffering more so than the human, because then the humans who pass away or get killed, they then go back into her. And so she absorbs the suffering and the trauma of what's happened on Earth, on her, but then they have to return somewhere, right? But they return with the trauma. And so part of my mission on Earth is to heal her and heal those who have gone through war, those who have lost their limbs and things like that, and have a peaceful transition. So what Papatūānuku does for me, Earth Mother, then she helps me to find them. So she pops up and she shows me all the different things, what's happening on Earth to humans, to animals, to mammals. So when you work with her, you're working with her through your umbilical cord to her umbilical cord, and she determines what you need to see, not the human. She is our first mother, so she's given us life, allowed us to have our dreams here as humans. The thing is that humans have become so materialistic. That's why we have moved away from her. But the more we just let go of all the materialism, the more we can have connection to her. She is our first mother. It's come from the cosmos to keep us from being materialistic, but to have that ultimate connection to Sky Father. She's the one that connects us to the sea, to the sky, to nature, to forest. It's her. And so it's through those experiences that we get to have. Yes, we should look after her on a 12 times 12 times 12. Not just like out there and pick up rubbish. It's more than that. Just being here, I was actually quite taken back. Being by the sea, you know, she's here to tell us humans we're out of alignment. We're not in our right alignment with all the elements. You need to have your feet on the ground so I can help you. We should be looking up to her because she's also our medicine. She gives us medicine, just like this beautiful rock here, this mineral, and here's a beautiful mineral with iron in it. I mean, I was just looking at it, ooh, yum, you know. But it's about giving gratitude to her because she gives us back millions and millions of times, not just once. The other thing too is she gives us environmental knowing. For me, because I'm a medicine woman, making sure her soils are rich, making sure she's given all the minerals that she needs while we're here watering her. Like, it's too dry, you know? So we should be looking after her throughout our lifetime, not just parts of our life. As humans, you know, we can't keep holding that energy. We have to let it go for humans to experience trauma. And it's not because of her, it's because we as humans are not listening to her. She's trying to say, come on, your mind is not in the right place. You're not thinking or being kind to one another. So she comes back and gives us lessons as well. You know, she's trying to teach us a good lesson to be kind. If we listen to her, then we should be able to have this deeper connection, which I don't think a lot of people don't have that. This is a Moko Kauae. For me, this means let people know whereabouts in the genealogy I am placed. So depending on the pattern, it either tells you whether you're the older sibling or the younger sibling. And then it more or less tells you your responsibility. It's been reclaimed back because we had the Tohunga Suppression Act in 1907. So you would have found a lot of our ancestors had this. And then for a period, we were not allowed to have any of our very sacred, these are to us. And then I think we just only started back would have been in the 2000s. Yeah, we were allowed to put these on. It's just like the medicine, because I'm also a teacher of our medicine. 1907, it was taken up, Tohunga Suppression Act. And then in 2015 was the first time we were allowed to teach it in a tertiary institution. I suppose for me, like, I've got this saying at home, your hands can touch eternity. Your hands can literally touch eternity. Your feet walk with neutrality and still you remain with integrity. That's what I saw over this. Everywhere these years took us, it was like touching a piece of heaven. It was just amazing. Those who organised Mohanji, because of his spiritual enlightenment and because his practices are very much in the divine, he's ensuring on a high level that we get to experience that piece of heaven that he's been for many years. But it's turned into an expression of, but literally it's been in his DNA for a long time. At home, we believe that the sun and the moon are the older siblings, as well as the sea to Earth Mother. So those three look after her, whilst humans are being unhuman, you know, are not thinking in their right space. My auntie wrote a book on Te Wheke, and Te Wheke is all about infinity within you as the human, but in particular to the octopus. And so Te Wheke is a huge reminder to us that the tentacles have meaning. That Auntie's written about the meaning of each tentacle, each leg, every part of the body of the Wheke. Their collective consciousness has brought us all together. But for me, it's the Wheke, it's the octopus that's brought me here, as well as all the other mammals like the whales, because we come from the whale nation. The whai, which is the stingray, because we also come from there. So for when I travel and I go, my first port of call is the sea, and to give gratitude. And so to see mammals like the whai, which is the stingray, and then they come and they flap just to say, hi, we're here, thank you for coming. So when you say it's a long way from home, as long as I get to see them, I'm fine. I'm not a long way from home, I'm home. They try to do oil drilling into our oceans, and I said, no, you can't, because of that drilling will put our mammals out, and then they'll die. So if anything happens to our oceans at home, because we're coast people, then I'm the first one to be on a plane, on a car, and drive however many miles to try and keep that all away from our seas, our oceans. It's very destroying, how the bombing is happening right now around the world. Same bombing is what's happening inside of our sea. It's the same. But they're killing mammals now. What's the difference? They have life, we have life. So to keep doing that to our forests. But when they die, that's when the kelp dies. That's the thing. When our mammals die, the kelp starts to degrade. It's when the sea mining is what I mean, and they start to bring up everything, then the kelp has a different energy. So you change the energy of the life force of the kelp. And then when they don't have those mammals around, like the whales, the dolphins, the turtles and all that, then they're thinking, because they're looking after them. That's family to them, right? So they have this relationship with the kelp forest. And when there's nothing there, when they're doing the deep sea mining, then what's happening to the mammals? Then what happens to the kelp? They're lifeless because they've got no one coming in between them, having this relationship like human beings. They're just all alone on their own. There's a lot of forest that's on Earth where we let it go and we let it rejuvenate because too much has been taken from. But then when they don't have those mammals and things around them, then they also go through a period of grief, the same as us. When I came here to Africa, I heard a lot of the different languages, and I went, wow, we're trying to reclaim that too. We're pushing our reo, te reo Māori, back as well, and we've got schools, we've got early childhoods now, and so our rongoa is we're pushing for at the moment. And for me, it's both what is in the medicines that are in the sea, is the same medicine that's on the land. They work in alignment and conjunction with one another. So I know if I don't have this medicine on land, I know I can go into the sea and get it. I'm just very, very grateful, very humbled and honoured to be here on this part of the world, on this land, being able to see the kelp, the way it's so healthy. I've never seen kelp that big, even in my upbringing. I was raised by the ocean, but I never seen it that was huge. I'm like, wow. And their stories are the same stories, or very similar to ours. Our legends, we all have the same. Even the struggles for our sea and our lands, they're just so beautiful. And I'm so grateful to Mahanje to be able to bring us all together. People might think it's a language barrier, but you don't have to speak. You don't need words to talk to one another, because we all come from different parts of the continent, right? It's on a whole different spiritual dimension. We're on the same vibration. I'm very, very grateful, and to be able to experience each and everyone's, from the elders from around the world, to listen to their stories, to be part of ceremony, and especially to the Queen, Eloise, and her husband and her children. It's beautiful, it's an honour to see that they're in service, very similar to us at home, with our Queen. Our people are all in service. The energies that were brought from everyone around the world that attended this gathering, but everything, I'm very, very grateful to World Tribal Alliance.